Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman. We are streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and X. So I want to welcome you if you are watching or listening to this show live. And I want to thank you if you are watching, and thank you if you are watching the replay or listening to the replay. You get just as much out of it if you listen to the replay after. So welcome and thank you so much for being here. If you are here, please comment and say hello so, we can chat for a bit. I would love to, be able to do that. I want to say hello to Robert and Richard and Marsha. Thank you guys so much for being here. And please, if you would hit the like or the thumbs up button, please share and repost the show information. I greatly appreciate that. And I invite you to check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. That's RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. And you can go to my website and find out about my books, my oracle cards, and all of my services. Goldylocks Productions has this wonderful group on Telegram. If you are not a part of that, I hope you will join us on Telegram. Hello, Joyce. Nice to see you. We have a wonderful, wonderful group over there, and we share information and energy daily. It's just amazing. A lot of people have asked me, what is Telegram like? And all I can answer is the only thing I've done on there is just join the group. I don't, do anything else on there. So I really couldn't answer that question very well. But I do know it's got an amazing Goldylocks group. So you guys come over there and join us and share in all the fun. Now, Goldylocks also has an online merchandise store. And you can get lots of great things over there. You should check it out. We have some spring designs and also the Goldylocks Oracle cards. They are absolutely amazing, and you can get yourself a deck. There's a couple different places where you can get those, and Tiffany will put up those links, but you can order directly from the link and have it shipped right to you. So check that out. I think you would enjoy those cards. There's messages from all the different show hosts. So you can pick out your message for the day if you would like, or use them however you want. And I want to wish a very happy birthday to Gayla Akashana. She's a former Goldylocks show host. And to everyone else that is celebrating a birthday this week. Now let's send out some love, light, and healing to all those who are in need. And let's remember especially Robin McGuire and her son, who are both recovering from surgery, Carol Ann Carey's daughter, Carrie, G. Brian Benson, who is having open heart surgery tomorrow, Veronica, Holly, and Kim Smith. If you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo, a Rumble rant on Rumble, or a Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube. Your tips and donations are very much appreciated, and they do help to cover the cost of the show each month. So I am very grateful for that. Please join us this Saturday coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern. The date is, I believe, the 23rd, for the Spiritual Message Circle. It's always a great time. We have so much fun on that show, and I hope you will check it out. If you don't want to come to get a message, for yourself, you can just listen to the show and you'll get a lot of different messages that resonate with you. But if you want, you can Make a donation of $20 and you will get a message from each of the show hosts that are on that night. Hello, Robin. Nice to see you. So spring has arrived, you guys. Today is the first full day of spring. Are you feeling the new opportunities in the air? So as the door of winter closes behind us, the door of spring reopens. And it's a very exciting time. Everything will be new again, be renewed again. New growth, opportunities, new beginnings, all of that. So we have to remember that new opportunities come in all shapes and sizes. So be mindful, stay alert, pay attention, keep your eyes and ears open because you don't want to miss a wonderful opportunity that might present itself to you. So, has anybody else been feeling unusually anxious or irritated or feeling like your nerves are just kind of frayed? And we all know what that feels like. And not for any particular reason, just like everyday things that we normally deal with and never bother us, are kind of wearing on us at this time. Our bodies are just adjusting to all of this energy. And it's just our body's reacting. They're overreacting. Some of us are very sensitive to the energies, right? So over the weekend, we checked the Schumann resonance a lot. And over the weekend, it was up to 50 something, 60 something, and it stayed there for a couple days. And then it dropped down. And right before the show, Tiffany and I were talking about it, how it's so much lower today. Or it's been lower. Maybe, I want to say maybe in the 20s. So right before the show, I checked it. And it is up to 77. So the energies are very strong. Do noises seem louder than they used to? Does noise bother you more than it used to? Maybe even just like people having conversations, it seems a lot louder than normal. Are you having crazy dreams, trouble sleeping, headaches, dizziness, nausea? Well, you're not alone. The energy has been coming in strong and it affects us in so many different ways. And the one thing that it's been affecting me the most was the nausea. It was so bad. And it's been like that for me for, I'd say over a week, but today it was really bad all day long. And then as I was sitting here right before my show, I was telling Tiffany about that. And I said, that's really weird because like it's completely gone now. And then I checked the Schumann resonance and it's up even higher. So my body seems to feel it more when it's lower, I guess. So be extra kind, extra patient with yourself and with other people. This is a time of us shedding the old energies and allowing the new ones to unfold. And that is so exciting. While we may know this on a spiritual level, it does take our bodies time to adjust. It has to adjust to the energy. Some of us are still feeling the energy from setting our clocks ahead an hour. And we also have the eclipse energy, which that's coming up in 2.5 weeks. But some of us are probably already beginning to feel that energy trickling in. And I remember saying this in the beginning of the year, that these waves, it's going to be like these waves of energy all year long. So this is going to continue. So rest when you need to. Get extra rest if you need it. Meditate more to keep you centered. Stay hydrated. Eat healthy. Joy said, I've had some really crazy dreams and ringing in ears. I've had some really crazy dreams too. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll remember it, but usually when I wake up in the morning, I can't remember what it was. And sometimes like yesterday, something just like a flash in my mind and it triggered the memory of my dream the night before. Joy said they had snow today. Wow. But yeah, so pay attention if you're having crazy dreams. If you remember your dreams, more power to you. I think that's so awesome. I don't always remember mine, but the ones I've been having lately, I know by the way I feel when I wake up in the morning. I wake up tired. I wake up with not a lot of energy. And when that has happened to me in the past is when I've had very active, crazy dreams. So I know that's going on again. Now, if you are looking to make some changes in your life, hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. This is a great season of new beginnings, a great time to start those, right? Now, there's never a bad time to make positive changes in your life. The energies and your intentions are going to assist you in propelling yourself forward to where you want to be. So it just kind of gives you a little boost. It's just like that old go with the flow. Work with the energy. Let the energies work with you. Let the energies work for you. So are there any new endeavors that you guys want to see come to fruition in your life? Feel free to share in the comments. You don't have to, but feel free to. For me, this is a season of finishing things up. Finishing some books I have started, writing, not reading. Oracle cards, finishing up my master classes. I have to put the finishing touches on that. And I'm still feeling a nudging to paint. So I see that in my future as well this year. So I'm pretty excited about that because I've been getting that nudging for a while. So we'll see if anybody would like to share what they would like to see, come to fruition this year. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys that I pulled a card before the show for everyone. And it says Shining Light. And it says, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. I love that card. That card is so beautiful. And I like when it says, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. And so many times in life, we let fear hold us back. And when you can transform that into strength, then amazing things are going to happen. But we can't let fear stop us from doing anything, because there is no such thing. It's all what we think about a situation, right? It's all what we think about that situation, all the things that we tell ourselves surrounding that situation. That's what brings the fear. Maybe we feel, well, I'm not good enough to do that, or I'm too old to do that. And then we start creating this fear for ourselves. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's, sometimes it's normal. Sometimes we're human, so we can sometimes have doubts, but you have to overcome those doubts. And if you have to do positive affirmations to do that, to build yourself up and make you feel worthy, then do that, whatever it takes for you. Okay, Sarah said, oh, hi. Sarah, you're funny. I mean, you are so powerful. We are all so powerful. Some of us have known this, since the beginning. Some of us are just beginning to feel how powerful we are. And it can be exciting. It can be a little frightening or scary, maybe, because it's something that we're not used to. It's something that we, might not have known before existed. And some of you don't believe the power that you hold. I really hope that you will come to realize it, because you can do everything. You have the power to manifest everything you desire into your life. We all have that ability and that power. So you need to come to terms with who you are. Come to terms with how powerful you are. Come to terms with how, in essence, you can change the world, because you can, just by being you. Open yourself up to all the possibilities that present themselves. Because we could be walking down our path and, all these different opportunities fall right into our path, right? But if we are not open to it, we're just going to walk right on by them. We're not even going to see them. We're just going to, ignore them. So be open. And if you have to, give yourself permission to be open and give yourself permission to go after what you want. Shh. I saw this great meme on social media the other day, and it said something to the effect of, if the only thing you ever do is shine your light, that is enough. And I just thought that was so powerful. And it's so true. Because just by recognizing, acknowledging, and shining the beautiful, beautiful light that you are, that sends out ripples of love and light into the universe. And it raises the vibration of all of humanity. Sarah, I love your comment. Sarah said, I think my brain stayed in bed today. Ha ha. I have had that feeling too for like a week, where it's almost like, and this sounds probably really weird, unless you're experiencing it, then you might understand. And I don't really know a good way to explain it other than my head feels empty. It feels empty of everything. Um, that's the only word I can come up with. It just feels empty. Like it's like my brain doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to think. It doesn't want to remember. It doesn't want to anything. Have a great night at work, Richard. Thank you so much for being here. I did write your name down, so I will give you a message. Be safe out there. And that's kind of how my head has felt. And it's not a comfortable feeling at all. So you just kind of have to ride it out, I guess. But know that your existence makes a difference in this world. Know that everything that you think, everything that you do, puts out an energy or a vibration into the world. Oh, excuse me. One that affects all of life. You are responsible for your energy. So always be mindful of that. I've seen these signs for sale that people can hang, in their rooms or in their house that says, you are responsible for the energy you bring here or you bring into this room. And I think that is very awesome. I think that is so powerful because a lot of people don't realize that they are responsible for that. You are having a really bad day and you've got your energy in this place where it feels very heavy and very angry and very negative. You walk into a room full of other people that are just all happy and jolly. They immediately feel that and it affects their energy. And, that's on you. So you have to be responsible for your own energy. And using your psychic spiritual bubble works amazingly well. So always put on that armor before you go out. You do it even before you, like, just when you get up in the morning. You don't know like who you're going to come in contact with, or it could even be someone via a phone call or on social media, but always have that protection. Last week, I believe it was, when I was talking about social media posts and how people post misinformation all the time. Well, apparently I must have attracted that by saying it, because since my last show, I have seen numerous posts by people on Facebook sharing false information. All it would take is a simple, let me check this out and see if this is true or not, to find out that it was absolutely not true. There's been several cases of people just reading the title, the headline of an article. An article had nothing to do with what that headline was, and posting it. The next person doesn't read it either. They just see the headline, and it just goes from there and just spreads out everywhere. And all these people are just getting fed all this misinformation all the time. And it really, for one, it's kind of annoying that people don't just check things out for themselves. They just assume, oh, so-and-so posted this. Yeah, that's got to be true. And a lot of stuff isn't. And it's all put out there for that fear factor, right? There's always going to be stuff put out to try to scare the crap out of everybody, to keep everybody in that state of fear. Because when they're all thinking about that, then they're not focusing on anything else. They're not focusing on the things that are really going on. So, Chi, I want to thank you so much for your Venmo. I believe it was Venmo. Thank you so much. I put you down on my list. You'll be first. Thank you so much for your donation. But yes, it only takes like 30 seconds to a minute to verify information a lot of times. So please do that and don't spread misinformation. And, a lot of times I'll look and see who it is that's like commenting what they're commenting in. And I'll go and look and I'll see, well, they seem like a really intelligent person from other things they've posted, but then it kind of makes me I get that feeling like, well, now I'm going to have to check out everything that they post because, they fell for this or they fell for that. And some, social media platforms are a lot worse with this than other ones. And it's so funny because what I've noticed is if you post something positive or something health related that's going to help someone, they put that block over it and say, oh, fact check, this is not true. But you put something out there that's going to spread the fear and they don't care that it's not true. They don't fact check it. They don't say, oh, this isn't true. No, they just leave it to help spread the fear. So please, please, please don't buy into that stuff. I mean, I know we've all bought into it at one time or another. Because I know years and years and years and years ago, I used to think when I first got on social media, why would people, share things that they know isn't true? And I think, well, that's just stupid. That's just dumb. But over the course of years, I've been a little bit enlightened about that. And people do. And a lot of times it's the crazier things, the stupidest things, because they get the most recognition, the most likes, the most shares or whatever. And that boosts their numbers or, whatever it is. So what the stuff that needs to be going viral is all of this, positive, loving energy, not all this fear-based stuff. So please be responsible with what you share on social media and what you post. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I have my pendulum with me. So if anybody does have a yes or no question, I'd be happy to answer that. And I'm also going to pull some cards and let's see what we can find out for Chi. See what information we have for her. Okay. Wow, this is pretty interesting. And I love it when you can take cards from different decks and they all kind of make sense and go together. Okay, so Chi. The first card I pulled for you has the number 33 on it. Great number, right? It says ears wide open. Look at those ears. Look at those ears. How cute. And what I feel from this is I feel like you are getting a lot of information. I feel like a lot of stuff is coming to you. So make sure that you are really, really mindful and paying attention. Be on high alert, or so to speak, because I feel like maybe you're not receiving, not that you're not receiving it, but maybe you don't realize that you're receiving everything that you are getting. The second card I got for you is about clairsentience, and it's about noticing your physical and emotional feelings because they're divine guidance. So again, I feel like you are getting so many messages and being guided to where you need to be. And you need to trust this. You need to trust the information that you are getting. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you're not trusting things 100%. But I feel like once you do start trusting 100%, it's all going to make a lot more sense to you. It's going to make a lot more sense to you. But I feel like information is coming to you that you really need to be paying attention to. I feel like it's very important, and it's going to be guiding you in the right direction. So I hope that resonates with you. Just be mindful and pay attention to all the things that you're hearing, that you're seeing, that you're coming in contact with. Because it's all for a reason. You are so welcome, Chi. I hope that information resonates with you. Okay. If anybody else would like a message, please let me know. Richard. I'm going to pull a card for Richard. Okay, Richard, I got the Courage card for you. Oh, gee, that's awesome. I'm glad it does. I got the Courage card for you, and I love this card. I love this card. I think it's so beautiful. It's just, I've always loved this one. The picture is so pretty. But I feel like maybe occasionally, Richard, not that you try to hide the truth of who you are, but maybe you're not as comfortable in who you are and sharing that with others, if that makes sense to you. So they're wanting you to be very brave and courageous, to step out there in your truth at all times. At all times. The universe, the angels, your whole entire spiritual team, they are supporting you. So there's nothing to be fearful of. There's nothing to be hesitant about. Stand up for what you believe, what you know is your truth, and what you know is the right thing. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay, got that one. And let's see. Joyce. And Robert, I got you down. Joyce. Oh. Okay, Joyce. They're wanting you to prioritize. Focus. And I feel like I got this card for you recently about prioritizing what is most important at this time. They're going to help you get those thoughts organized. They're going to help you get motivated to get you to where you want to be. So prioritize what is the most important thing to you at this moment that you need to do or that you want to do. And I love this card. It's number 13. It says, feeling the world. Now, I know you're very empathic, and I feel like you need to be putting on your protection because I feel like you take on everybody else's stuff. And that can be very tiring. It can be very, give you a feeling of heaviness in your energy. Don't take on other people's stuff. I know sometimes it can be hard. I know you really like to help people, and you can still do that, but just don't. You can observe what's going on, but don't absorb the energy of the situation, if that makes sense to you. So just know that you have to be careful about picking up energy from other people. Make sure you're always putting on that bubble of protection. I hope that resonates with you, Joyce. Robert. Okay. Okay, Robert. I love this card. And its number is 8. And it says, "Into me I see. You need to go within. Go within. Whatever, if you have some old situations that need to be healed, if you need to dive further into what your beliefs are, if you need to dive further into acknowledging and knowing who you are, the only place you're going to be able to do that is within. You're not going to find those answers out here anywhere. So meditate more, because that will help take you to that inside place. And I think it's really going to help you to further your spirituality and your journey. And the other card I got for you is to breathe. Breathe. Take a few deep breaths. It's going to help to change your energy up a little bit. It's going to help you relax. They teach you to, and I've seen this in some kids' videos. If you get angry, don't fight with someone else. Just take like 10 deep breaths. And it helps you calm down. And it does. The breathing changes the energy around you. And you don't have to do it because you're angry. If you just take a few deep breaths, and I used to do this a lot of times on my show, when at the beginning of the show, take a few deep breaths, and just relax and get off the energy of the day. And it's very relaxing. You can immediately feel your shoulders relaxing. So do that. That will really help you to loosen up your energy and to stay focused on the things you want to focus on. Joyce says, "Thank you. That definitely resonates. Love you." Love you too, Joyce. I'm so glad it does. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you, Robert. Marsha. Marsha. I bet you've never heard that before, have you? And I'll bet you used to watch that show too. Okay. And if anyone is not familiar with Marsha Culver, she has this amazing show on Monday nights called Enlightened Heights, and at 8 p.m. So you guys check that out. She's absolutely amazing, and she sings, and the energy in her voice is amazing. So you guys check her show out if you haven't seen it before. You're welcome, Robert. Now, Marsha, interesting. The number I got for you is 45, and it says beyond the ordinary. Now look at this card, it's so pretty. Beyond the ordinary. And ordinary would not be a word I would use to describe you. You are extraordinary. You really are. And I just see you reaching out more and more and more and expanding all of the wonderful gifts that you have. There is still some left to be discovered or remembered. I don't like to say discovered, because we knew from the beginning that they were there, right? But since we had our memory wiped or whatever they did, it's just a point of remembering. So it's something that's really deeply embedded that we know. And, we'll get little triggers here and there, or things that will remind us, and that stuff will start coming out. And I feel like you have some more gifts that are going to soon be unveiled. But I feel like everything you do is just, beyond what, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just extraordinary. The energy that you create on your show, and everything. So let me see. Ooh. So so just be ready. Be ready, but you'll be surprised, I think, with what's going to present itself next. And the other card I got for you says spiritual understanding. And it's about bringing you, you're getting more information, more symbols, more symbolic things. And your team and your angels are helping you to understand these spiritual truths. So that's really exciting. So much more is coming to you. So much more is going to be coming from you. So that's exciting for all of us. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, Robin, I believe, let me look. So I've been trying to figure this one out. Oh, hey, that's the exact card. Okay, this deck is called Oracle of the Seven Energies. It's by Colette Baron Reed. There's the box. Yeah, this has some really, really pretty pictures. And this is what the other side of the cards look like. Oh. Okay, Robin. Now, Robin's show, Robin's Cosmic Soul Food is on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Check out her show. And she does something very unique that I don't believe any of the other Goldylocks show hosts do. And she reads charms. So check that out. It's pretty cool. She does that among a lot of other things. So check that out. Robin. See what we have for Robin. Sometimes you just kind of have to laugh. Because the cards are just so cool. Okay, Robin. First card I got for you is the number 25. And it's Birds of a Feather. And you are always talking about birds. I just think that is so cool. But what I feel like is hanging around with more like-minded people, more people that are on your same spiritual wavelength. I feel like that's very, very important for you. And I feel like it's going to help you grow. It's going to help your confidence. It's going to help your just the way you see yourself. And they're telling you to take back your power. Don't give your power to anyone, no one, and no thing. It says use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Because you can manifest everything that you want. Everything. There is no limit. No limit. So take back your power, Robin, and seek out more like-minded people. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people that you hang out with or anything like that, but I feel like you need more of that spiritually you need to connect more spiritually with other people, I guess would be the best way to put that. I feel like that's very important for you. I feel like it's going to help you to remember some of your other gifts as well. Because that's always exciting when we remember something. Oh, Robin said she almost bought this deck. Oh, you're welcome, Robin. Sarah. Sarah, what do we have for you? Okay, this is interesting. Now, the first one I got for you is number 19. And this is beautiful too. It says, waking the lion. Don't be afraid to wake the lion. Don't be afraid to poke the bear. You know, lions are very strong, right? Very strong. And you can just looking at the lion's face, you can see the power that lion holds. Now, if you came across him in the jungle or even, on a street, you would probably be very frightened because he just looks so powerful, like he could just, rip your arm off, which he probably could. However, this is the lion that is within you, that lion spirit that you have, that is strong, that is a fighter, that is courageous. Don't be afraid to show that. You're not going to offend other people. You're not going to, if you make other people uncomfortable, that's their problem. But you're not going to offend people by, honing in on your own true essence and true power. And the other one is clairsentience. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So if you're getting repeat messages, if you're getting repeat feelings, if you get repeat physical symptoms, okay, they're all coming from somewhere and they are all relating to a specific thing. So pay attention to those. Just be mindful of it. And let that lion out. Roar as loud as you want to. We're gonna be cheering you on. Robin said, wow, this is what's going on. Amazing. I do have some friends who are not spiritual like me, who tried to convince me to do something that is not for my highest good. Thank you. I love you. I love you too, Robin. I love you too. And that is so awesome. That is awesome. It's funny, there was this news. We have a local person, local to the Houston area, who has a Facebook page, and whenever there's situations in the somewhere within 100 miles, she's out there and they report on it and they're live and everybody knows who they are. And yesterday, apparently, there was a bull running around in the streets. And apparently this happens a lot. And the police have the owner on speed dial or vice versa. I forget how it was. But could you imagine going down a city street and seeing a bull walking down the street? That's crazy. Sarah said, very beautiful messages. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Sarah. So welcome. Now, I am going to give Tiffany a message before I forget. Okay, where's the other card? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. That one's a good card. Okay, Tiffany. Oh, fun. Okay, so the first card I got for you, Tiffany, I believe every one of these cards that I've pulled an odd number. The number was odd. And this one is too, 17. And your card is the storyteller. Now, sometimes when you say that phrase, the storyteller, people think someone who BS's all the time and stuff. But no, when you explain a situation or explain some new ideas, the way you tell it, it does almost come off as like a story. I'm not saying a story like that isn't true, but I mean the way that you phrase things and you explain things, it comes out that smoothly. You're very easy to listen to. You don't talk, up here above everybody else. I don't ever have to look up words that you use because I understand what you're saying. Have you ever had a conversation like that with someone and like half the words that come out of their mouth? I mean, you got to write them down so you can go look them up in the encyclopedia or the dictionary later because you never even heard of half of them. But no, you're very easy to understand, easy to listen to. And when you explain something, you just explain it in such a way that, it just draws people in. And I think that's just beautiful. Now, this other card is kind of interesting. Clear your space. All about cleaning out the clutter. Maybe this is your clutter. Maybe it's someone, in your family. But it's all about clearing the energy around you, right? Because when we clear out that clutter, we can have physical clutter, emotional clutter, spiritual clutter. But when we clear that out, what happens? It changes the energy. It changes the energy. Can you imagine? Like, I've seen some of those shows, hoarders, where they go into these people's homes and you can't even walk through the house because everything is piled and there's so much crap everywhere. I cannot even imagine what that energy feels like, because I know, like, when I have, like, one of those weeks where like my laundry doesn't exactly hit the hamper, or I don't make my bed or whatever, I know what that energy feels like. So I can't even imagine going into the house of a hoarder. I just can't even imagine. I used to tease my mom because she always had clutter, always. And I used to tell her she was on the verge of becoming a hoarder. She really wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that bad. But every, like, one of those little newspapers she get at the grocery store, she'd have to save those for months. She'd want all of her mail stuff shredded, but she would save it up until we had like a box, like, that would fit a medium-sized dog in it that was full of papers before we would do the shredding. She just hung on to stuff too long. But every time we got rid of that stuff, you could feel a difference in the energy. Such a difference. When you, just like dusting, you dust your furniture. Sometimes, I will tell you, Sarah Ingraffia sells Norwex stuff. And she sent me one of the dust cloths. And let me tell you, when I use that, I can dust like once a month. I kid you not. The dust stays away. So if you're looking for easier cleaning, check out her website or her Facebook page or whatever, because it is absolutely amazing. Other rooms in our house where I don't use that, you can dust it every single day. But when I use that, I only have to do it once every like 3 or 4 weeks, and that is no lie. Oh, your great messages. I just rearranged and cleaned out our front entry room today. I love to declutter. Spot on. I love and appreciate you. Tiffany, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. And doesn't that feel really good when you declutter? I love that too. I love that too. Misinformed in motion. I have so much to... Oops, my messages moved. Or comments. I have so much to clear out of my apartment and garage. My job overwhelmed me with paperwork because of having subjects dumped on me. Oh, yes, paperwork can be very overwhelming. I will tell you that I used to keep my desk in, like, it's so funny because I've commented several times. Every time I clean up my crafting area and like I rearrange my stuff and reorganize all the stuff that I have, I can't find anything for like 2 months. I have to search through like 10 things before I find the one thing I want because I moved it. But when I'm working on stuff, my desk is a torrential mess. There's stuff everywhere, but I know where every single thing is. It's totally crazy. You're welcome, Sarah. You are so welcome. Robin said, my house looks nice. Just don't open closets and drawers. Something might jump out at you. That's funny. Misinformed says, I always have to study this and that. I just wanted to stop. I need my own business plans to get started so I can plan my exit upon retirement. There you go. Oh, I don't know what's going on there, Joyce. Why you keep losing me? Um, oh, I do love my product, Sarah. Thank you so much. Um, let's get a message for misinformed. Now, let's see. Let me look up here and see. Oh, I don't know what's happening with these things, but I can't scroll on here anymore. Okay, let's see. I had that problem when I was watching one of the shows on Rumble. I think last night and Monday maybe, where it kept freezing or going out and I had to keep jumping back on. So sometimes that does happen. Tiffany said Norwex is awesome. Here's Sarah's link. There you go. Nobody likes to clean. So if you can do less, if you can clean once and have it last that long, it's worth anything. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Annie. That's what I was trying to think of your name. Annie. Let's see what we have for you, Annie. Ooh, I like this. Number 29, another odd number. Awakening Genius. Awakening Genius. Okay, Annie, I feel like you are going to come up with some great business ideas. Something that's really going to set your soul on fire. And I feel like you're going to figure it all out pretty soon. And that's really exciting. It's always exciting when you get that nudge for something that you want to do that like really sets your soul on fire. It's something that, it's almost like you crave it. And when you're doing it or working with it or whatever it is, it gives you like such a sense of fulfillment and such a sense of joy. And the other card I got for you is about taking back your power. And it is talking about your power and your intention to manifest blessings in your life. So don't let anyone, tell you can't do this, you can't do that. Don't let anyone discourage you. Someone is always going to have something to say about what we do. It doesn't matter. So the best thing you can do is to keep that to yourself until you get it all figured out. You don't want to have any negative influence or energy from someone else, or anything like that. So you take control of that. You take control of manifesting it into being. Now, do you already know what it is you want to do? Is it something that you're not sure about yet, or do you have absolutely no idea? It could be any of those. We all have that starting point. And it doesn't have to be anything that's going to make you a millionaire, right? The thing that is the most important is that it feeds your soul. It feeds your soul. And that's what's really, really important. Yes, I know we all have things we need to pay and all that, but the most important thing is that it brings you joy, feeds your soul, and makes you happy. But remember, things outside of us don't make us happy. We have to choose to be happy. So remember that as well. It's always a choice we make. I had this conversation with my 7-year-old granddaughter the other morning. She got up and she was having a rough morning. It was the first day back to school from spring break. So she was whining about everything, about the shoes that she had to wear because she had gym, about brushing her hair, just about everything. So as we're waiting outside for the bus, I told her, I said, what kind of day are you going to have today? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, You get to choose. You get to decide what kind of day you're going to have. Are you going to have a great day? I said, it's totally up to you. And she must have thought about what I said, because when she came home, she was in a great mood. The first thing she says to me is, I changed my attitude around. It was a great day. So little by little, putting these little seeds out there, I think that she's starting to listen and starting to actually absorb some of the stuff that I tell her. Um, so, I didn't know I was in charge of that when I was a kid. I didn't know I got to decide what kind of day I was going to have. All I knew is that I had to get up, go to school, and go through the motions of, the same thing that every kid my age was doing. Um, I was never taught that being happy was my choice. No, I wasn't taught that things that money can buy is what's going to make me happy either. But I was taught, that love and giving, that's where what brings you joy and makes you happy. But I was never taught that happiness is a choice. As an adult, I know for myself, happiness is definitely a choice. You can get up and tell yourself you're going to have a great day. And, you're going to have 10 things, 10 obstacles that present themselves in front of you that day. And you're going to see it and experience it totally different than if you got up and said, oh, it's Monday, I'm going to have a crappy day. It's going to be totally different because of the place that you put your energy into, right? Because you're in that place of it's going to be a great day. You're very positive. You see these obstacles as just, a minor inconvenience. You don't see them as these big hurdles and things stopping you like you do when you're in that lower energy. So remember that we always get to choose. We get to pick what kind of day we're going to have. And we can't let other people, step all over that or influence it in any way. And it's so important to get up and to proclaim that for yourself. It's going to be a great day. There's one place I used to work at. I'd go into work like every Monday. I'd be like, "Good morning, happy Monday," and people would just look at me like I was like, I had antlers growing out of my head. They're like, "Really? It's Monday. Come on," But that's how I always was, um, and I would have a great day. I don't let other people's crap influence me like that, because you can't let it affect you. You have to stay, in your own zone, your own energy, and being in that positive place, you can easily affect other people, as far as raising their energy for the day and helping them to see that, oh yeah, you're right, you're always so cheerful, you always seem so happy. um I could do that too. So just know that it is a choice, and we make it every single day, maybe multiple times a day, but keep doing it because it's making a difference for you and it's making a difference in your life. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next week. I love you guys. Good night.